And welcome once again, dear friends, to another edition of Fresh Bread. This is Pastor Phil Anderson of Oakland United Methodist Church and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church, coming to you on Monday, August the 9th, 2021. Well, it's the start of a new week. It looks like it's going to be a hot week here in the capital city of Topeka. Hope you all are doing well. It's been quite an eventful last week or so, and hopefully things will start slowing down just a little bit. You know, school starts on Wednesday for some of our students here in the Topeka Public Schools on August the 11th. And then for others, it will start on Thursday, August the 12th, 2021. So let's remember to keep our students and their teachers, the administrators, the faculty, the staff, including all the custodians, the maintenance workers, the cafeteria workers, the food workers, everybody that makes these schools go around. Let's really keep them lifted up in prayer this year as we remember these young people. You know, they went through a really difficult time a year ago. Some of us have children still in school. Thank God they made it through that year. And some have kids that are a little bit younger. They didn't go into school yet. They're still preschool age. We have a few even at Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church, and I believe even a few grandkids over at Oakland United Methodist Church. But certainly we think of the role that schools play, and they get a lot of criticism, certainly, and people are always kind of guessing what's going on with the schools in our public system, certainly. And we just want to thank God for the teachers that are out there. You know, it is a difficult, really a thankless job. Schools nowadays, friends, if you haven't checked it out lately, they're being asked to do a lot of things that when most of us were in school, the schools didn't have to do. You know, back then the schools taught the 3 R's, right? Reading, writing, and arithmetic. And that was about it. You know, they might give us a little bit of encouragement on different areas of life, but I mean, certainly they weren't being given the task of actually raising kids like almost they are now. We have preschools that are basically raising these young children all the way up and then through the kindergarten year, and then they go full day kindergarten. When our kids were young, they went half day kindergarten. And some of our younger kids, our youngest kids, they did go to full day kindergarten. But, you know, I really kind of like that half day kindergarten. They gave them that time, and especially if mom was home or dad was home or grandma, somebody could watch them, and, you know, they didn't have to rush right into the routine of going into school full time. But so many things have changed, and you know, the one thing that I would say is as we look at things, and they do change, and we see things changing in the church, and that just means we can't do things the way we used to do them. And if we do, we're just going to get left in the dust. That doesn't mean we change our message. Certainly with the church, we keep the message focused on Jesus Christ, but there are different ways that we want to communicate that message. And I believe that really flows through really all that we do in our churches. So if our churches look just like they did 40 or 50 years ago, then I would say this. We probably need to reevaluate how we're doing things, what we're doing, what can we do differently that still keeps the message intact, what are we willing to make some adjustments on, will we, in doing so, be able to attract younger people and young families, especially with children, into our congregations. Because if we don't sort of change with the times a little bit, at least, we are running the risk, I believe, of not making our churches attractive to people coming in. I love the old hymns. People always talk about the music. Well, I love the old hymns, probably more than anybody, just about. But I also like the praise songs that are out. And so I think there's a happy medium. I don't think we have to necessarily throw the baby out with the bathwater. Maybe we do a separate service on a Sunday night or a Thursday night, something that we kind of bring into more contemporary music. And we can also integrate some of that into our services. Maybe we do more of a creative worship service where we just kind of change things up a little bit. Maybe just the order of worship and different things of that nature. I don't think that's going to, in and of itself, bring a lot of people into the building, but, you know, we might just make a few little adjustments here and there going forward. I can honestly tell you I haven't really given a lot of thought to it, but it just sort of came up tonight as I was making this recording, as we're looking at some changes, you know, as our society changes, and we want to be relevant to our society. We want to be able to communicate with our culture and speak their language, but most of all, we want to keep that message that Jesus Christ offers hope, healing, and salvation to everybody regardless of who you are, what you've done, where you've been. It's a free gift. We just want to be able to communicate that with people as effectively as we can. So we'll maybe talk more about this later this week. Until then, may God richly bless you is my prayer.